I still can't wrap my head around what went down. After a brutal 12-hour shift at the hospital, racing between patient rooms, checking VY towels, and doling out meds, all I wanted was to crash at home with a juicy burger I didn't have to cook. Was that too much to ask? Apparently, for Cynthia Reynolds, or as everyone in Pinewood Grove calls her, the neighborhood Tarrant it was. I've been VYing in this cozy townhouse complex for 3 years now. It's usually quiet, tidy, and perfect for someone like me, a nurse who's barely home. When I first moved in, the HOA rules were no big deal. Keep your lawn neat, no loud parties past 10, hide your trash bins except on pickup day. Basic stuff. But 6 months ago, Cynthia got herself elected HOA president, and it was like a switch flipped. Suddenly, violation notices were flying left and right for the dumbest things. I got a friendly reminder that my doormat was an inch too wide. Then came a warning about my rose bushes being 3 inches too tall. Once, she even cited my car for excessive pollen after a windy day. I'm dealing with life and death crises at work. I didn't have the energy to argue over petals or pollen. That Tuesday night, I was beat. I ordered my go-to comfort food from Burger Shack, a double cheeseburger, sweet potato fries, and a thick chocolate milkshake. The app said the driver was 10 minutes out, and I was practically salivating. I hopped in the shower to wash off the hospital funk, but when I got out, my phone pinged with a DoorDash alert, delivered. I rushed to the door, nothing. Zilch. Then my doorbell camera sent another notification. I pulled up the footage, and my jaw hit the floor. There was Cynthia, in her crisp navy blazer and sleek ponytail, intercepting my driver at the community gate. She was VYing her arms, pointing at my place, then hers, looking like she owned the whole damn neighborhood. The driver, clearly confused, handed her my bag. Cynthia smirked, clutched my dinner, and strutted off like she'd just won a prize. I called the driver right away. "Hey, this is Jake from Pinewood Grove. I think someone snagged my order." "Oh, man, I'm so sorry," he said, sounding genuinely rattled. "This lady came up, swearing she lived at your address and that you'd messed up the unit number. She knew your name and everything. I should have checked, but she was so pushy." My stomach growled, and anger surged through me like a wildfire. That's my neighbor. She's the HOA president and thinks she's the queen of the block. I threw on a hoodie and stormed across the communal courtyard to Cynthia's place. Through her window, I could see her at her dining table, my burger unwrapped, fries scattered, my milkshake sweating on a coaster. The nerve of this woman. I rang her doorbell, foot tapping, blood boiling. When she opened the door, she had the audacity to look irritated, like I was interrupting her sacred burger time. The Burger Shack bag, with Jake printed in bold, sat smugly on her entryway table. "Something I can help you with?" she asked, her voice dripping with fake sweetness that made my skin crawl. "Yes, Cynthia. You can hand over my dinner that you stole from my driver," I said, fighting to keep my tone steady. She laughed a sharp, mocking cackle and leaned against the doorframe. "Oh, Jake, you know the HOA has rules about deliveries. They're supposed to come through the main gate, not that side entrance your driver used." "There's no such rule, Cynthia." "Well, there should be," she snapped, flicking her hand dismissively. "Besides, I've been VYing away managing this community while you're off playing hero at the hospital. I deserve this more than you do. Think of it as a tip for keeping this place in line." I was floored. "That's not how this works. You stole my food. I paid for it. My name's on the bag. Give it back. Now." Her face hardened. "I've already eaten half the burger." "What? You want me to spit it out? Order something else and follow the rules next time." She started to slam the door, but I stuck my foot in the gap. Not my finest moment, but I was done. "Cynthia, this is theft. It's on camera. Give me my food, pay for what you ate, or I'm calling the cops." She switched gears, eyes widening with fake fear. "Are you threatening me? I'm a 60-year-old woman VYing alone, and you're harassing me? The HOA board will hear about this." I stepped back, took a deep breath, and held up my phone. "I'm not threatening you. I'm saying I have crystal clear VY deo of you lying to my driver and stealing my food. Return what's left and pay me, or I'm filing a police report." She smirked, unfazed. "Go ahead. It's your word against mine." I'm the HOA president. Who do you think they'll believe, you a night shift nurse who's never around? Or me, who runs this community? I turned my phone screen toward her, showing the footage of her smug grin as she snatched my bag. Her expression flickered, but she doubled down. That's nothing. I was redirecting a lost driver. You should thank me for my Sarah VYC. She slammed the door, Leah VYing me standing there, hungry and fuming. This wasn't just about a burger anymore. It was months of her petty power trips, now escalating to outright theft. I called DoorDash, sent them the VY Deo, and got a refund plus some credit. But that wasn't enough. I filed an online police report, attaching the footage and the driver's contact info. I figured Cynthia might get a slap on the wrist, nothing more. The next evening, I was stunned when two officers showed up at my door. Officer Daniels and Officer Lee had re-VYEU'd my report and wanted the original VY Deo and a statement. We take theft seriously, even if it's just food, Officer Daniels said. She deliberately lied to intercept your delivery. That's premeditated. They headed to Cynthia's place. Through my window, I saw her gesturing wildly, her face red, pointing at my house like I was the VY lane. 20 minutes later, my doorbell rang again. Both officers stood there, Cynthia sulking behind them. Mr. Carter, Officer Lee said, Ms. Reynolds has something to say. Cynthia stared at the ground, muttering, I apologize for the misunderstanding about your delivery. Misunderstanding? I scoffed. Officer Daniels shot her a look. Ms. Reynolds, we've seen the VY Deo. This wasn't a misunderstanding. Cynthia's face flushed. Fine. I took his stupid burger because I'm sick of him and everyone else ignoring community standards. Delivery drivers speed through here. Food bags attract rats. Someone had to do something. The officers exchanged glances. Ma'am, Officer Lee said, taking someone's property is theft, HOA title or not. Based on the EVY Denke and your admission, you're under arrest for petty theft. I couldn't believe it. Cynthia's jaw dropped as Officer Daniels read her rights. This is outrageous, she shrieked, as they guided her to the patrol car. Do you know who I am? I've been holding this community together. That ungrateful nurse should thank me for keeping his property values up. Neighbors peeked out, whispering. Mrs. Kim from Unit 12 sidled up. Did they just arrest Cynthia? She asked, wide-eyed. I nodded. She stole my dinner. I had it on camera. Mrs. Kim's shock turned to relief. You know, 2 of my Amazon packages vanished last month. Cynthia told me to get a security camera in my dime, of course. Now I'm wondering. Over the next few days, stories poured out. Mike from Unit 6 lost a pair of sneakers. The Lopez family's birthday gift basket went to the wrong address. Each time, Cynthia had been helping investigate. A week later, the prosecutor's office called. Cynthia faced multiple petty theft charges, including mine and 7 others. The total value topped due $950, pushing her into felony territory. 2 months later, in court, Cynthia pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanors to dodge the felony. The judge hit her with 6-month probation, $2,500 in restitution, 100 hours of community SARE VYC, and best of Allah 5-year ban from any HOA board. As the sentence was read, Cynthia's polished facade cracked. This is a travesty, she yelled, voice shaking. I was protecting our standards. These people should be grateful. The judge raised an eyebrow. Ms. Reynolds, maybe your community SARE VYC will teach you the difference between protection and bullying. The neighborhood felt lighter after that. Cynthia's reign of terror was over, and Pinewood Grove was ours again. But I can't stop thinking about how far she took it all for a burger and a power trip. What do you think? Did Cynthia deserve her punishment? Or was she just a misguided control freak who got carried away? Should I have let it slide to avoid the drama? Or was standing up worth it? And how would you handle a neighbor like her? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you're team justice, and subscribe for more wild stories.